Shalom, 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 and Shabbat shalom. As most people, I'm having a week. I'm still watching Britain quite closely because in my feelings is everything they're trying to do there is coming here. Of course, they'll do it faster here and everywhere else. Britain's the test ground. There was something that happened quite recently. I'm going to show you a video clip. This is a guy who was reenacting a phone call he got, and I'll explain in a bit.
Hello, Mark. It's Beryl. There's a man came and he's come to fix the aerial, and now he's gone outside and the police are there, and I think they want to take Alan. I'm going to go to the window and I'm going to look outside the window, Mark, and I'm going to tell you what I can see. Hello, Mark. It's Alan. I'm going to lock myself in the bedroom. Mark, Alan's gone in the bedroom and he's locked himself in the bedroom. I'm looking out the window. There's a lot of police. They're banging on the door. Can you hear them, Mark? Can you hear them banging on the door? Open the door! Open the door now! Mark, I'm looking out the window. There's two policemen and they're by the boot of the car. They got a battering ram, Mark. They're coming with the bat. They're gonna come with the battering ram. There goes my door. There goes my door. Mark, my God, they're coming up the stairs. What are you doing in my house? Get out of my house! Ask them if they got a warrant, Beryl. Ask them where their warrant is. We don't need a warrant. He's wanted. He's wanted. Hey, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Open the door. Open this door. We're going to have to knock this door down as well. If you don't open this door, don't knock down my door. Ah! 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 They're on top of Alan, Mark. They're on top of Alan. There's 6 of them. They got their hands around his mouth. They're pushing his face on the floor. Come with, don't stop. Come with us. Ah! 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 They got him now. What are they doing, Beryl? They pinned him on the ground, Mark. They pinned him on the ground. Then you leave him alone. You leave him alone. He's autistic. He's DHCHT. You don't have a warrant. We don't need a warrant. He's wanted. He's wanted. But he's not well. He's not well. Mark, they're taking him down the stairs. They're carrying him down the stairs, Mark. Ah! 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 Mark, where are you taking him? Where are you taking him? Taking him to they're going to take him to Doncaster police station, Mark. Mark, can you get us a solicitor? Can you get a solicitor? Can you get a solicitor to Doncaster? Ah! 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 Ah!
The phone call that Mark got was from Beryl. Beryl is a 76-year-old woman who's trapped in a wheelchair. Right. I believe it's her grandson. He is artistic in nature and thus doesn't always make the best logical choices in life. For some reason or another, and I don't have all the personal facts, the establishment there has deemed Alan as a threat to society. What they recently, what all this nonsense is about, is they went to his house because he didn't show up for a court date. Well, you might say, well, it's no big deal, just go to court. Well, the problem is he's in Doncaster. And Doncaster is well up north. It's up there by Manchester and Leeds. And the court date was down south in Kent, which is southwest of London. Oh, southeast. Yeah, southeast. I'll put it up on a map for you. The distance between the two spots is approximately 315 kilometers. I don't know, where everything is. It's just about 315 kilometers. And it would take them a little over 3 hours to make that journey, assuming there's no traffic or delays, or if they took the train. Depends on how many train stops there is. And it's still going to take them about 3 hours to make that trip, maybe longer, given the train stops. And they would have to leave like 5 o'clock in the morning just to make it for a court date and court time about 9 o'clock in the morning. I don't know when the magistrate shows up, but I'm assuming about 9. So 5 o'clock in the morning, just get there for that time. Anytime you go to court, it's never expeditious. I mean, I've sat in courtrooms before, because I've done a lot of lawsuits in my life, and won all of them. Didn't get paid. I won the lawsuit. They ended up filing Chapter 7 or 13 to avoid the payment. But anyhow, she could sit in that courtroom with Alan to even 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock, even as late as almost 5. Now Alan got foot tagged, I guess you'd call it, tagged in some way, where he has to be back in his residence by 8 o'clock. Again, it's at least a 3 to 4 hour trip. Not realistic. So apparently they've told their arbitrator that they couldn't do that. And of course the arbitrator's not listening. Damn, it's just not worth his time. So Beryl and Alan are going through all this torment. On the wall inside of their flat, I'm assuming it's a flat, there's an entire wall. And on the wall is a list of names and departments that Alan has actually asked for help. But he's being denied. He's being denied. One of the very first things that the Germans did before World War II is he rounded up all the mentally insane, all the crazies, and all those that they deemed to be misfits to dispose of. It would seem that the Crown has revived this methodology. It may not be by intent, but that's essentially what they're doing. It's not good. But it is paving the way to that which is coming, and coming very soon. Now you might say, next week, next month? No, not that soon. It's coming. It's about 16 years off. About 15 and a half. September 2029 is my educated guess. Not fact. It's an educated guess. even in this nation, we're starting to see problems occur. You have an illegal alien who's been occupying the White House for 5+ years. He has fired 9 generals who do not and will not support his policies. You have over 200 senior officers who either left or took early retirement in 5 years. My guess is that the little illegal alien is going to opt for a 3rd term. And at that point, it'll be hell to get him out of there. Just as it's hell to solve the problem in Britain. Now, I spoke to my brother John today, I believe it was, saying that the only way to invoke change is through hostility. By a point of a gun or a point of a sword is the only way slaves have ever become free. And never out of the goodness of somebody's heart, nor out of listening to reason. It had to be achieved through violence. About 6 months ago, as I've been listening to Mark, I revisited a historical past, as I always do. The historical past I went back and looked at was the French Revolution, which mirrors the Britain situation. Current. Didn't go well. Left the current country in total chaos. Britain did go through something like this, and I'm not good at British history. I want to say, and I'm probably wrong on that year, but 1659? To where he had a bunch of people killing people through protest. I can't remember for sure, but I think the Tories won. Sorry, coughing real bad. Wish McGraw was here to help me, but she's not. So there's problems everywhere, problems all throughout the world. All these things is to bring forth the one world leader, the one world government, the one world currency, and the one world religion. So I've listened to people talk about it. I heard it today, and I don't think they really knew what they were saying at the time. It was a chat that Mehmet had going. To where somebody said, well, if they don't agree with us, well, there's always somebody who doesn't agree. So I think it was a term used. Showing evidence of that future coming. Because Christians will not accept a false Messiah. At least not a true Christian. I've been meeting a few of them lately who are claimed to be Christian and clearly aren't. Because they have no discernment. None whatsoever. And I had this argument somewhere else. And I came in just a few months ago and looked at another one. Someone who used to be a devout atheist now claims he's Christian. Devout Christian. So we have devout atheist, devout Christian. Don't happen that way. Not questioning his intent. Not questioning his desire to change. I'm saying you don't become something overnight. It takes a long ways to make a 180-degree turn and to get to a distance from that. It could take 5+ years. It don't happen overnight. Because Because the tendency of humanity is to backslide right back to what they were. Still give him a chance. He deserves a chance. So I will leave him alone until I hear something to suggest otherwise. Then I will challenge him as a theist. Well, guys, this is what we got these days. Problems upon problems upon problems. And nobody really is paying attention to what is being said nor what's going on. You don't even realize they're saying it. Yep. Well, for Jeff, that's a guy I offended without really desired intent to do so. I was just trying to say that's where I stood, and I guess he took it as an insult. He was in the right to defend himself. Jeff, I hope you have a very peaceful week. Take the weekend. Go out with a young lady. Enjoy your time. For my brother John, the life and ways that are coming, I want to cough again, are hard. I'm afraid that only through violence can change occur. But you are right, John. It is far better to do it in a peaceful way than in a warring way. You're right. But it usually doesn't work that way. For my loving McGraw, the woman I love with all my heart, and have for quite a long time. I hope things are going well with you. And as I always say, I'm here. You know where to find me. For you, I guess I could have said to Jeff, but I'm not sure if he speaks Irish or not. Of course, I wouldn't say this to Jeff. I don't feel that way, but hey. I'll say something to Irish to him in a bit. But for McGraw, Trga, Agam, Ditch. For my buddy Jeff, Devalued. Have a peaceful and restful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.